it's time to get it lit. We got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we ride. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all ground. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, beat the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like...
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started, and we are underway in Southern California. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Returning, it's Benjamin. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 16. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Allen's got it complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
12.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Credit that sack to Jamal Sheard.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Easy.
3rd and long for Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 19. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the gun, Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Rivers, he leads to Eckler on the draw. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey. Cluster. Hey, orbit.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 50's the mic.
Wait, 89.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't.
He's got a man complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Here's a run with Mixon, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Colts have taken the lead. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Draw play. It's Eckler. And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rivers. It's complete to Watt. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Play action now. Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Rivers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, zoom.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Badgley hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg by hitting another from distance. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On third and short, to give to the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches. So from the 36 now, first and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. So he got 3 on one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Throw complete there. Rodgers. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
28-yard gain. First down, Indianapolis.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To throw, Brissett. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Go!
50!
Alpha!
Check nickel.
Hey, here we go. Split!
Running on first down, Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Gets it to Gordon. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out 1st downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Brissett. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Brissett to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He's going to wind up and air it out, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, Rocket.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, Delta.
They go play action. Rivers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 26, check 26.
Rivers to throw it. This is Gordon on the dump off. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Easy. White.
To throw again. Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's go, baby. Get that ball. Hey. Stay at home.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Now Brissett. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's got his man Hilton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Brissett on first down. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Brissett. Complete to Hilton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Mixon with a first down carry. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Second and 10 at the Chargers' 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On third down, a run by Mack. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, he's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, it's Mack. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Another try for Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. from the shotgun. It's Brissett. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Melvin Ingram picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. Benjamin's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hey, 79! 79! Just move! Behind!
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that'll bring up second. Down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back 390! 380!
Mike, number 53! Mike, 53!
White! White, 89!
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts' 20-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Rivers. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Come on now, let's go!
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Brissett. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Brissett now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett, and that is incomplete here. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Check. Check.
They'll throw again. Brissett. And he's got Rodgers. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
15 line. Bravo. Switch it.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Desmond King making the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, it's Mixon. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Joe Mixon. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Colts 17.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go, one more. Watch twist.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. To throw, Brissett. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll run with Mixon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it third down and 10.
Set, 190.
58, come on.
Hey, 79, 79.
Kill.
58.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys.